Hello, PSGL, and welcome to a very loud PlayStation. Let me just turn the volume down quick so you can't hear me as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna move the bowing weather away from me, and then go onto the PSGL website, chuck a link in. No website, PSGL stream. Chuck the link into the classic chat, and then welcome you to today's live stream. You're joined once again here by me, Hyper SFC, as your commentator. We're just getting every driver in. Today we are racing at Belgium in the 2004 Ferrari. Now, before we get into today's race, I'll just give you a few facts about the 2004 Belgium Grand Prix, because, you know, I did that last time, and I think it's nice to know about, you know, the old stuff. And luckily, Wikipedia is a very nice place to get information. Remember, kids, use Wikipedia, but cite the sources. Don't tell any of your teachers I said that. The Ferraris actually ended up coming second and sixth, with lap times of 1:53.7 and 1:54.9 in Q1. Obviously, back then was actually only two qualifyings, weirdly enough. As for the race, it wasn't won by the Ferraris, it was run by Kimi Raikkonen in his McLaren Mercedes. However, Michael Schumacher was 3.1 seconds behind of Kimi at the time, with Ferrari and Michael both being at the top of the constructors and drivers respectively at the arrival of the Belgian Grand Prix. So, as for the fastest qualifying lap, it was a 1:56.2 for Gianni Trulli that put him on pole with the Renault. However, the fastest time from any Ferrari of that weekend was a 1:53.7 by Michael Schumacher. Now, again, before we start the race, there are a few things I need to go through. For example, I need to go into the findings, FCC findings, and just to let everyone know that there is a qualifying ban for Tech Racing, JML Stealth, CT Brain, and Game Freaker, all of whom will be losing license points and qualification bans. As we again wait for it, 28 seconds left, whatever, I'll also go and get the standings for everyone, just so we can, you know, see who's aware. If I can actually find the standings page, that'd be brilliant. There we go. Fcc Standings. So currently in first place is obviously VRT Young Power with 40 points. Second is 3 Gloves with 30 points. Third is Finlay with 28 points. Fourth is Hadler with 26 points. Tied for fifth is CRG Gamer and Greenie with 21. In seventh is TCG Benny with 20. In eighth is Kryptonite with 18. Ninth, V White with 16. And tied for 10th is CC Brain and Trap Formula, both with 13. In 12th, Game Freak with 11. Tom AJ then with 10. Stroth with 8. Stroth with 9. Ash Best with 8. Dean with 6. LR Delta with 5. Warren Q Hawg with 3. Steck with 2. Tech Free Racing with 1. Whilst everyone else has 0 points because they didn't start, etc. Anyway, we're here now for Belgium. Obviously, as we all know, the rules and stuff are set, so I'll take a look at today's race. So the feature race today will be dry, and the sprint race will be dynamic, meaning anything can happen, that it's probably going to be dry, trust me. I'm a doctor. I'm not, but yeah. And you know, we're gonna ride on board with Greenie. as Tech and Game Freaker have both retired. But JML Scythe seems to be doing his quali lap, currently in 12th. I don't want to be a snitch. I'm not a snitch, but yeah. Sorry, just had to mute my mic because Alexa's going off in the back. Alexa, shut up. Obviously, there's not really much choice in terms of tyres, you just have to go to the rise. One pit stop, mandatory, everyone knows that. Yeah. And welcome to everyone in the comment section at the moment. I'm not looking or reading at all, just want to get today's qualifying over and done with. Obviously, there's not much you can really say about quali. I mean, VRC Young Power at the moment, well, was at the top. Have not now, and I agree, Shazza, good luck to all of you. And someone might want to tell Scythe that he shouldn't be doing all that. However, I ain't gonna be the guy to be a snitch. My mama didn't raise no snitch. She may have raised a bitch, but not a snitch. Anyway, let's just plug this bad boy in. As Greeny will cross the line here with... Oh, no, without the time. That was a completely invalid peak. So TCG Benny will be taking pole position. Oh, Scythe did retire. Okay, that's fair enough. So pole position was taken with a 143.8. 144's 4 from 2nd all the way to 7th. All within a second of the leader. Then 3 gloves, Steck, Dino, Delta and Warren Hugh, the last guys to actually set a lap. And then basically everyone else is just down here. You know. Yeah, good stuff. Very surprising that Kryptonite and Young Power both got disqualified from that session. However, well, with the championship leader being 10 points ahead of everyone else, you must say, was it just a fluke that he was extremely good at Hungary? I mean, I don't think so, and I certainly hope not. So moving on now to the race. Obviously 25%. Good luck to everyone. Especially the guys, you know, fighting for a lot of points here today. I mean, the fact that there's a reverse grid in the second race is great, and I think, obviously I'm not paid or anything, but I think the way that this has been set up is really good. So I kind of have to respect, you know, the organisers here for how they've set up this Classic League, because it's good. It's very, very good. You know, even people who didn't look like they were going to get points in the first race got quite a few in the second. Anyway, 5 red lights, away we go. Those 5 red lights did not last for long. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm an idiot. It's a formation lap. Just ignore me, you know, because I'm not very smart. Oh, hear that roar. Oh, Scythe and Tech have already been disqualified from the formation lap. Just listen to these engines. This is peak F1 engine noises. We'll see. No DRS, no ERS, so ignore the mini-map for that. Hallelujah, no ERS. I miss those days. Obviously the one-stop strat is about lap 5. Like, between lap 5 and lap 10. What? Like, if you have to do a stop, I'd suggest doing it, I'd say at lap 5. No later, no earlier. Actually, now I need to turn those engine noises down. I mean, as great as they are, like... Oh no, it's effects, I think. Yeah, as great as they are... Oh, now they're too quiet. Like, what the hell is this? Just sort out the audio, please. There we go. Yeah. So let's have a new man, Cedric, here today, reserving. I don't know if anyone else is new who's turned up. I think Jono Finn also new. But other than that, I don't think there's anyone else who's turned up who's not actually in the starting lot. But of all the people who are racing today, I think the important fight will be the one between Finley and Three Gloves. Finley at the moment in 4th, Three Gloves down in 8th. Obviously Young Power down in 14th, the championship leader, quite far behind. Hadler in 6th, could definitely throw a spanner in the works for Finley and Three Gloves, as he's only 2 points off Finley, 4 points off Three Gloves. Anyway, we'll get 5 red lights here for the Ferraris to get underway at Belgium, and away we go. As we see, it's a good start from the Ferrari. Going up the inside of that is Ash Best making a move on Cedric. And we just have loads of Ferraris. Just Ferraris. It's Ferrari time. It's going too wide there. Stevan. Nobody in the wall as of yet. Jonathan has retired. No safety car, obviously, at the moment. As Delta's been made to overtake. There's a 3 wide move there. I believe that is a safety car, however I don't see it labelled. I think the safety car's been turned on. Oh, yep, yes it has. I just had to pause. As Young Power gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Stuyve. So safety car now on. And it's just a full safety car. It's basically like 2 laps of me just sat here doing nothing. So let's go read the comments. Whatever. But unfortunately for Jonathan, Jonathan, is that how you say it? Yeah, I agree, it's a dead chat, but whatever. Unfortunately for him, out already in the first race. No points, able to be scored from this one. Hopefully he'll come back in the sprint race though, later on. Obviously that does have a reversed grid as well. But from that start, we have position changes. So the top 4 have all stayed the same. Hadl's gone up 1. Rini making up 6 places off the start. Honestly, that is brilliant for him. Three Gloves staying the same. White down 2. Delta up 1. Steph down 2. Oh, Warren just missing the pit lane completely. And absolutely everyone pitting. Apart from one man. One man has thought he's got the biggest brain of them all. And then stayed out. And of course my thing hasn't updated. So it's just decided, no, the man who's currently in first is not in first. But it is Dino, who I believe has stayed out. I think everyone else has pitted at least once. Yep. So everyone's made their pit stop. Apart from Dino here. I mean, fair play to the lad, but also, like, no. He's now in first, however, does that really matter? And the safety car has basically helped everyone, but in a way it really hasn't. All it's done is actually given Dino a push up the field for the expense of a pit stop. That was his chance to make his stop. Unless there's a second safety car, which I don't think there can be. 25%, I think it's one safety car. So unless there's a virtual that somehow makes up that difference, he's basically been screwed out for a lot of points here. But Dino is first, followed by Benny, then Finley, Cedric, Hadler, Stevan, Three Gloves, White, Delta, Warren Hugh, and Greeny making up 11th, Steck in 12th, Ashbest in 13th, Tech 14th, Game Freak in 15th, Kryptonite, Young Power, Strife, and Trap Formula. Safety car not coming in this lap as far as it seems. It's unfortunate, which means one more lap of safety car shenanigans. Definitely think a track like Belgium, adding a safety car, not fun. So now we just kind of sat here for a while, sitting behind the safety car. Yay! Oh, and Dino has decided to pit. I mean, he might just be able to get out in front of Trap Formula if he's lucky. But at the moment, oh, who else is going into the pit? Why does Warren go into the pit? Don't tell me he needs a wing change. Hold on, has Warren just made a second stop? Why? Why have you made a second stop, my dude? Can somebody explain that, please? Why has he made a second stop? Bring back the fucking V12s. Respect. I respect that. I completely agree. But we're not gonna get that. So at the moment, almost everyone's gone up at least one position. Tech Racing, Game Freak are up the most with 6 apiece. Going down the most though, obviously, is Dino and Warren. Both of them down 8 and 7. Ashbest also not doing too great, down 8 positions himself. After starting quite high up, unfortunately now down into 11th. Hopefully he can gain that back after the safety car restart, which should be this lap. However, knowing Cody's, it's probably going to be in like 4 laps time. But let's just admire the beauty of these Ferraris. I also find it hilarious how people who aren't even 18 yet have never seen this car in their life. Like, this car is actually older than some of the people driving in this race, which is fun. And it's only 2004. Like, I know I was barely around in 2004. Heck, I was just a wee little boy back in 2004. Like, you know, some people do remember it. Eminem released some music almost on the daily. Snoop Dogg, you know, back when there was good music. Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello in a Ferrari racing around. Jarno Trulli was actually good. There was no Lewis Hamilton versus Sebastian Vettel fights. It was just good times. Good times. As Benny has decided to get off the line early here. However, the question is, will he break up? Nope, he won't break for the start finish line, so he has gone very, very quickly here. And hear that roar. Green needs to make a move on Delta. up into turn 1. There he goes, and that is a great move from Greenie. Gets past Delta, and is up a free position through turn 1. Now, can we see one through Radio on the No Rouge from anyone? As it looks like there could be a move on Steck here by Tech Racing. Tech going up the inside, down the long straight. He's going to keep the inside line, and oh, Steck is off and has fallen back many positions, losing to Game Freaker and Young Power at the same time. And now Kryptonite as well has been able to make his way through the field. Delta also being overtaken by Ash Best. Hopefully he can gain that position back, or at least fight to stop more being lost. As Young Power is behind Game Freaker here, can we see a move for 12th position? At the same time, there could be a battle for first too, so I'll just keep an eye on that one. In fact, Trap Formula looks to be getting close to Scythe. As, you know, that's just now his name. His name's now Scythe. I don't care. A move's not made, but Finley and Cedric are fighting side by side, going up towards the bus stop chicane. It looks like Cedric's got the move done, but can Finley go back up the inside, or will he take the outside line for the bus stop? He's going the outside, which will turn it to the inside. Ooh, there was contact. Trap Formula out of the race. Steck with a penalty after a severe collision with Trap Formula. No safety car, no yellow flag. Tech Racing's got a penalty for a collision with Young Power. Delta into the pits. And there is a safety car. Are you kidding me? Another one. Another one. This isn't a joke, right? There is actually another safety car. That is actually mad. Let me just have a look at the comments. At the bottom of Eau Rouge, my left rear tyre made contact with other cars, front wing or tyre, which sent me to the wall. I might have turned in a bit too early, but I should have. Oh, that's unfortunate for Jono there. Jono? Jono. Hopefully he can come and kick back in the second race, and possibly get some more points on the board. But yeah, as far as it looks like, there is a safety car. I don't actually see it on the oh, there it is. Basically stuck in the DRS zone. But just asking chat who wanted the safety cars on. Because whoever that person was, why? I'm assuming some people are about to go in the pits. Like, surely Steck doesn't want his penalty to be. Oh no, he stayed out, but Tech does go in the pits. Along with Young Power. And luckily they're not teammates in this. He's going in the pits to serve his penalty. Obviously that won't really matter, but Warren will be able to make the overtake here and get past both of them. Delta's also being able to catch up too. And as we can see, Benny's just out in first. I actually think Tech got Warren, so not Warren, got Young Power in the pits, so that's brilliant for Tech, honestly. He's now 17th, Young Power down in 18th, the current championship leader in 18th position. Yikes. Trap formula says pain. Oh yeah, it must be pain if you're in the barrier. And I keep clicking on FP when I'm actually looking for the standings. There we go. No, that's not what I was looking for, was it? I'm looking for the info. So first place actually gets 30 points in this race, meaning that... so first gets 30, and at the moment Young Power is in 18th. If results stay like this, Young Power will be getting 3 more points for the FCC, puts him on 43. However, Benny, just by getting 30 points, aka the win, he gets up to 54 points, meaning basically making Benny untouchable for the rest of the weekend, or midweek. Safety car still staying out, depressing, but oh well. I wonder what the feel in the classics chat after this will be. When we see the, you know... Oh wait, no, the safety car is coming in, I just didn't get the message. Because why would I? Cheers, game. Why are you like this? Safety car coming in. When will TTG Benny go? Looks like it will be at the bus stop. He goes quick into the bus stop. Will Cedric be able to gain an advantage? I think Benny's just pulled a good enough distance away for it not to matter. And 3.8 seconds, 0.3, sorry. Nobody's super close to make a move. Ash Best and Greeny looks to be rather close. Greeny's on 3 gloves. Could he possibly take the move around the outside? No, he does not. He's going to wait for the main back straight. Straight for the 3-second penalty. Here we go, 3 gloves, defending to the outside line. And up the inside goes Greeny, and into the centre goes Ash Best. So we're going to see them go 3 wide here. Ash Best forced to tuck in behind Greeny, but 3 gloves, losing out 2 positions in one go. Game Freaker looking for the move as well, the cheeky bugger. Steve Ann with a 3-second penalty, as no other moves been made around the back, as a Young Power is actually side by side with Warren, gets the move done rather nicely. And we can just see Tech off in the distance. V White's also up to P6 now, trying his best to close in on Steve Ann, who's currently got 3 seconds of penalties, as we know. Those engine noises, man, stop. Please. You'll give like some old F1 fan a hard on. As there's 3 wide here, Dino's blocking. Oh no, sorry, not Dino. Oh no, it's Dino. Dino's blocking Delta's move here. As VRT Young Power trying to go up the inside here. As it's just a beautiful battle that we're going to see from many angles on. There goes Dino. Delta are fighting with Young Power. Young Power will have the inside line. Delta's going to go the long way round. However, I think Young Power's got it, and Delta unfortunately loses grip and also loses out to Warren as well. I don't think Delta's got the speed, but does he have enough to get past Warren here? He's looking for a move up the inside, and it's not going to... Oh, maybe it does, as Young Power also gets past Steck. At the same time, I guess Delta makes the move past Warren. Warren's going to get it back as Delta spins and is into the barrier. Ooh, Delta down into 17th, and that's unlucky from him. I mean, really undeserved. Just got onto the gravel trap, and well, it trapped him. He was only going 1 or 2 ways. One was to complete standstill, the other was into the barrier. I think he chose the worst option. And once again, I'm saying these engines are a little too loud. FX down to 5. Greeny now, trying to push in on white for that 6th space. 6th space? No, 6th spot. Stupid. Near my S's as Game Freak has just made his way past Kryptonite. A little move before the bus stop chicane. Cedric setting the fastest lap. Are there going to be any major overtakes up near the front? At the moment it looks just like Kryptonite. We're trying to make his way back into an overtaking Game Freaker. And I am looking at the fight between Warren and Steck, which could go into 130R. Not 130R, the Erosion Radion. Jesus Christ, I'm having a bad day. As Warren makes his way round the outside, Delta's retired. Warren, car on the left, car on the right is Steck, who actually gets the much better exit, giving him the advantage. Will Warren go for it round the outside here? No, he won't, and Scythe gets a penalty. As Benny and Cedric both seem to have pulled a gap to Finlay, who's just trying to get Hadler off his tail. Green is still attempting to close in on the white. They're not making it oodles of progress. Meanwhile, up ahead, V White actually making this move on Stevan here, as he gets a penalty for slightly track extending. He gets it into the bus stop and has been able to keep it, whilst Greeny, brilliant move round the outside. He could actually get V White here. With enough slipstream, he can make this move up the inside. Will he make it? No, he won't. We're going to stick at the back of this battle with Ash Best. Just going to turn names off really quickly, just so we can watch this. Watch it from Ash Best's point of view. Stevan just in front, then it's Greeny, then White. Actually, let's see from Stevan. Yeah, Stevan's point of view looks best. Greeny up the inside, Steck for penalty. White goes deep, forcing Greeny off the track onto the red and yellow stuff. Greeny, unfortunately, not able to make any move stick. However, Stevan has closed in quite considerably. We could also see a move done by Hadler onto Finlay so far, who is losing time every sector to Cedric. As Steck has just overtaken Warren. I don't think there's going to be another overtakes. Warren's just lost a whole 5 tenths to Steck. In fact, he's still losing time now. But Ash Best has joined the affray and is now looking at Stevan, licking his lips. He's gone up the inside. Stevan forced wide. Ash Best gives him the room to come back on. Stevan, unfortunately, with another penalty, and goes into the pit lane. I think that's him planning to retire. Yep, it is. He only had one more lap to go. You didn't need to do that. My man only had one more lap. Why? VY is not the man I'm looking for. It's actually Hadler, who's got onto the back of Finlay. Touches the rear wing, which is probably going to stop his progress of a move, as he's going to take it around the outside, as we can see, and it's actually a move well and truly done by Hadler. Finlay caught out and is now down to 4th position. Stevan leaving, unfortunately. Move down the pack a bit, as you can see Young Power fighting here with Scythe. Both of them going wheel to wheel. Strife with the outside line, but the inside one going to Young Power. He's been able to get that move done and solidify 11th place, but Strife is going back, looking for the inside line, unfortunately not going to get it. As we look back at our leaders, Benny has been able to hold off Cedric every single lap. And even if that's, I think that's just a 3-second penalty there from Cedric. However, it's not going to matter, I don't think, unless Handler can somehow sort it out. But Cedric gets fastest lap, whilst Benny takes the win. Handler coming home in third, fourth to Finley, fifth Greeny, sixth Ashbest, 3 Gloves, followed by White, Kryptonite, Game Freaker, Young Power, then Strife. Warren just spinning it. However, still getting the position on Steck. After Tech also beat Steck as well. And those last few laps were actually full of some amazing racing. Look. Greeny LFC taking drive of the day. That's fair. As it looks like your top 3 confirmed by the game, because, you know, that's definitely the easiest way to confirm things. Benny, followed by Cedric, then Hadler, 2 Germans and a Belgian up the top. I don't think we've actually ever seen that in F1. Followed by Finley, Greenlee, Ash Best, 3 Gloves, White, Kryptonite, and Game Freak rounding out your top 10. Followed by Young Power, JML, Strife, Warren, Tech Racing, Steck, Dino, Stevan, Delta, Trap Formula, and Jono Finn, the last 3, well, last 4 actually all retiring. Dino definitely getting screwed over by the safety cars, ending up being quite a while behind, but look at how close the whole top 10 are, all within 9.9 seconds. That is what Belgium with safety cars does to you. And everyone's just asking to remove the safety car. I second that. Well, with Stevan gone, I'm assuming another reserve can take his spot. I'm just asking that in the chat. Obviously, we've got to wait for, you know, a big man. Oh no, it's TCG Benny who's apparently the host. Oh. Well, whoever the host is, to sort out the custom grid. But I'll use this time to have myself a drinks break, so I'll be right back. Alright, imagine rage quitting halfway through a race. Jokes. Anyway, let's have a quick gander through the chat. People just saying they're glad they didn't lose the wheel, etc., etc. On chat, Warren saying that was fun. Much better pace from him than Hungary. So that's good that Warren, you're enjoying it. I definitely think the Ferrari 2004s are fun cars to drive. I do prefer the Renault 06, however, just some tracks are better than others. Like Hungary's a pretty dead track, whereas Belgium, it just flows better. Like Hungary flows in a bad way, Belgium flows in a good way. It's like Monza, it flows in a really good way. There are some tracks you just like, this is a cookie cutter circuit. Russia. And there are some tracks where it's just like, this flows way too good to be a circuit. Belgium, Italy, Britain, or England, sorry, England. Make that crystal clear, England. Hoping for rain? Oh dear God, no, please. Don't do it. No, don't do it. I'm a virgin. We don't want rain. It's dynamic. We don't need the rains. I don't care if you get points. I don't want to see a wet race with safety car on. There's a picture in the group chat. Oh, that's hilarious. I think that's Warren kind of cutting the pit lane line. Just let's see if anyone else is saying anything. Apparently Young Power overtook under safety car according to himself. Anyway, we're back for the start. Yay. Alpha F1, I actually got points. Oh, sorry, I actually got a points. That's not English, my friend, but yes, you did get a points. Imagine racing it on a PSGL account. Legit. Man wrote, I actually got points on the PSGL account. Ooh. Why would you log into the PSGL account on your on your mobile device or whatever? Like, I'd only ever do it on my PlayStation. Or my PC if I actually had recording equipment. But I don't, because I suck. Rip Jonathan, who's not going to start first. He's actually going to start last. Oh, that is a big rip. Do we even need that on? No, we don't. We'll have position changes though. So, because I can't be asked to listen to the engine noises for like 12 laps, I only listen to them for 11. So, Dino starts in first, Steck second, Tech third, Warren fourth, Scythe fifth, Young Power in sixth, Game Freaker seventh, Kryptonite eighth, V White in ninth, and Three Gloves in 10th. Ashbest in 11th, Greeny 12th, Finley 13th, Hadler 14th, Cedric 15th, Benny, the man who won last race, in 16th, followed by Delta, Trap, and Jonathan. Basically meaning, if you want to get those important points for top 10, and you're currently, Jono, Delta, or Trap, you're going to need a hell of a lot. Rip Warren. Warren getting absolutely abused. Because man cut the corner into the pits. Imagine getting reported. That's the classic info, yeah. It is 12 points for first, 10 points second, 8 for third, and then -1 per position. Oh, Stratfoon has been disqualified. Am I even allowed to say I'm shocked? Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to voice an opinion on personal drivers, but oh well. I'm not shocked. Let's just say that. Good luck for the second race today, lads. Will it be double wins for my man TTG Benny, or will somehow Dino manage to go from first to first in this second race? There we go. 5 red lights. For the second time tonight, and away we go. As you can see, there's a lot of Ferraris. There's 2 that are going super wide. There's like 5 wide into turn 1. I'm surprised nobody has spun already. Spinala. And with current Ferrari strategists, maybe they would. Have they all seem to go flying into turn 1? And there goes somebody out wide. A few people colliding. There's blue flags for no reason whatsoever. Basically a hell of a lot of Ferraris are here. Overtakes left, right and centre. I can't tell you who's overtaking who, because everyone's overtaking everyone. And there's been a collision. Oh, someone's done off. And that's Dino. Dino with the fall from grace. My man has gone from first to last in a matter of sectors. No, sorry, in a sector. Well, Dino, this is your chance to pit, mate. There's a battle for first as well, as Young Power has made his way past Steck into the lead. Scythe here trying to get past Warren and Steck at the same time. He gets the job slightly done on Warren, and yes, he's actually got past now. Oh, Kryptonite bashing into the back of Warren. I like the name Warren, and there's going to be a move here, surely. Surely there's got to be a move there between Steck and Scythe. Yep, Steck overtaken. Warren with a penalty already. Jesus, how quickly do you want to get one of these? And Steck with the dive bomb. My man just decided he's going to dive it in. Young Power the fastest lap, making positions up more or less instantly. As there goes this white around the outside of Warren. Could actually get that position done fairly quickly. I don't know if 3 Gloves is in AI or if he's actually there, but I can see him. I don't know where. He's just not there though. But apparently people in the pit are out in front of people who are actually in the leads. I don't know what's going on. Like, Finley is not at the moment in the lead. I can't tell you who's where. Like, with this. But yeah, things are going on. That seems like there could be a move very, very quickly. Kryptonite is just overtaking Young Power. What? I'm so confused. I thought the telemetry was fixed. I thought the telemetry was fixed. TTG Benny unable to get a move past Hadler here, unless he goes the long way round, which he might just do. But Hadler cuts him off like a madman. Three Gloves currently, well, being caught by Hadler, but will Hadler be taken out by the hitman that is TTG Benny? before that happens. As Benny closes in, Warren just with a little train behind him right now. Currently has a 2-second gap to V White, who is just losing time to Young Power here. Three Gloves look to make a move, but I don't think he will this time. But he's got some good acceleration. Warren defending through the centre, meaning Three Gloves can't make the overtake through Radion or Eau Rouge, but Hadler will. Hadler down the main straight here. He's going to be made 3 wide. It's not even Hadler at this point. I don't know who's making what move, but it looks like Warren has been shafted. The roles have almost completely been reversed there. Except Benny's not got past Hadler just yet. We'll keep a watch on this battle here. You'll see Trap Formula losing time to Game Freaker. Anyone else in the midst of a very thought-provoking battle at the moment? Don't think there is. Everyone just kind of seems to be in their own little world. It's a brilliant start from Benny and Hadler though. Up 12 and 11 positions respectively. We will attempt to move to Trap Formula in just a moment. If I can find him on my little thing. If he actually ends up making a move. But he's 0.8 behind at the moment. Oh, the yellow flag sector 2, and off goes Benny. Goes deep. Three Gloves making the overtake, but Benny going deep on Hadler, who goes into the pits anyway. So that was a potential mess up on a move that may not even have been needed to be made. Benny now has himself stuck behind Three Gloves. I don't think he's just stuck there. I think he may be there for a little while yet. But they're moving down the field. We can see Strife on the back of Dino. He's going to get an alright run. It all depends on where Dino defends though. Dino defending to the inside. Nobody behind them. Finley quite a while away, but Dino just pure straight line speed. As he is looking promising there. Dino goes a little deep. Ooh, almost cuts off Sky. Havertz gave him enough room to keep on the track. Will there be an overtake made here? Tech has retired. Dino going wide. Up the inside goes Sky. Will there be a move into the next corners? Next 2 corners. Dino again going deep. And once again, Stife is past. And I think this time it is for good. Oh, there goes Finley as well. He came basically out of nowhere. Steck has just been overtaken by Trap Formula. The Young Power with the fastest lap. Steck not going to make that move. TCG Benny also did make his own move there past Mr. Three Gloves. Trap Formula into the pits. As I'm just going to keep an eye on the battle between Strife and Finlay. Yeah, Jonathan has actually made his way into 7th position as well. Doing rather well for himself as Warren Hughes actually making a move on Three Gloves. As there he goes up the inside. Warren Hughes up into 4th place. Cedric the fastest lap. Actually, speaking of him, I didn't even notice he's quite far down at the moment. I haven't even checked pit stops either. Though in terms of pit stops, everyone up to, well, excluding Dino, everyone up to 8th place has had a pit stop. Meaning Finlay is the theoretical leader at the moment. Upton's got to lead, and nobody's catching the top two at the moment. Absolutely nobody. Stokes also lost it on at Finlay. But Game Freak has been able to overtake Hadler here. Rather surprising. I don't think Hadler very used to these F2004s. They could grow on him over the last 5 laps. V White's into the pits, meaning Benny is now in second. But White will probably come out here in quite a good position. Looking at it, you just see Young Power floating away in the distance. White is going to end up out just behind John O'Finn, meaning he will be the furthest forward of anyone who's made a stop. Dino also into the pits too. So quite a few guys still yet to pit. I don't know when they'll pit though. I think Young Power has to pit in like the next lap or so, just to make sure he actually gets first place back. I mean, White is his target, so really he wants to be out in 6th place. And that's where he wants to be. However, I can't exactly tell you that. White is closing in on John O'Finn, who's yet to stop. So it'll basically be a pointless battle. Let's see. Mandatory stop needed. I think John O'Finn may be looking to go in this lap. You don't really want to fight someone who's taken their stop, who you know is quicker. You don't want to be the furthest back of the guys who have made a stop, or not have made a stop. As I was right, Young Power does go into the pits this lap. As you can see, he is the white dot that is currently in the pits. Oh, along with TCG Benny. Meaning White fighting here, really not helping his cause. Young Power's finished his pit. He is going to be out. However, who will he be in front of? As we can see Steck here, but we can see Young Power, who's made it out into 3rd. I don't know how many people he's jumped there, but basically White has lost 5.5 seconds at least on Young Power, who's just made a move past 3 gloves. I wasn't even expecting him to. But wow. Wow, 3 gloves has already been beaten there. TTG Benny makes out behind John O'Finn, still yet to stop. Oh, as Kryptonite just, casually passes him too. You can't forget Kryptonite just casually passing people on the daily. That is what my man does second best. After commentating, I'm a Louis simp. I simp for Louis. But I wouldn't pay for his shit. I'm just a simp, okay? Unfortunate for Dino getting a penalty there. Greeny's also going to make a move on Hadler here. Unfortunately, I just don't think this is going to be a good race for Hadler. At the moment, losing out positions left, right and centre. You need to be in that top 10 to get points, and at the moment, even if the front guys pit, I don't think he's gaining anything important. He's not gaining enough to actually be able to make a move. So we're going to go into VRT Young Power here. I was about to watch overtake Warren, but Warren does pit. So instead we'll just watch Finlay and White, because, why not? But Steck pitting. Oh no, not pitting, sorry. So staying out yet another lap. I think he's the last guy not to pit. Warren makes his way out into 12th position. Sorry, make that 11th. And there's a battle between Greeny and Hadler here for 10th and 9th, respectively. Greeny at the moment behind. Hadler chooses the inside line. Greeny going for the outside. I think Hadler's chosen the setup for more straight line speed, but Greeny's going to do the switchback. Oh, that is beautiful. Hadler may have defended the inside, chose to go to the racing line, but Greeny says no. Una reversed hard. I will take the better line. I will get the position. Greeny up to 10th. Greeny up to 9th. Hadler down to 10th. And Trap Formula looks to be next on the list of people who want to make that overtake. As unfortunately, I think Delta has just spun it again. Either that or Dino spun it, one of the two. Also going to switch our focus onto V White in just a second, who seems to be making a move on Steck. Steck at the moment holding him up from that first place spot. White getting tested there by Steck, who's now gone into the pits. White's lost so much time, and this is going to allow Finley and Stife, or just Finley's 3 gloves for tyres. Ooh, looking at the mini-map, he's hit the barrier. That barrier is a killer. Surely this is going to allow Finley and Stife, though, the chance to get onto White, but they've really not taken it. Which, to me, is a surprise, definitely. And a Trap Formula now, fighting with Hadler for 9th position, as we see Steck coming out in 13th. Warren also behind them, just nowhere near, making a move. Trap round the outside, will get the inside for the next corner, and Trap makes that move solidly. Hadler now down to 10th. Warren, the next man up to have a shot at Hadler. Only 2 more laps after this one. Could there be some more drama yet to come? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm not going to do that to you lot. You can stay and watch the rest. Warren though losing time to Hadler at some points, but gaining it back in others. Just needs to stop getting himself, into the grass. Needs to get off, the side of the track, the curbs, and needs to just see that there. Even that slight contact on the grass is losing time off to Hadler. If he wants that 10th position, he's got to fight for it. He's actually gained loads into the bus stop here. Just depends what he does with it. Greeny with the fastest lap. Jesus, Greeny. Oh, here comes Ash Best. Ash looking for that 1 point from today's race. He gets past Warren. Can Warren make the move back? I don't think he will. Unfortunately, that may just be Warren's chances of the top 10 out of his reach. Everyone else does seem to be a little bit out of touch at the moment. So we don't need to look at stops anymore, but we will look at penalties. Warren actually with 9 seconds though. Even if he did get the move done on Hadler, it wouldn't have mattered. Steck now on 6 as well, so really, Hadler doesn't have to worry unless Ash Best somehow overtakes him and then gains 3 seconds. However, I don't really think that's likely. And even so, Hadler is still close enough to Greeny to gain and get and claw his way into that top 10. Apart from that, I don't really think anyone's close enough to challenge the top 10. Warren, Steck and Cedric all have too many penalties for it. As TCG Benny just sets another fastest lap, stealing it off Greeny unless Greeny with no retort. And Hadler's actually closing in on Trap, however Ash Best has also closed in on him. If Hadler is forced into a mistake to get a penalty, Ash Best could, in theory, take home that 10th place. However, it's going to be tough. Finley also nowhere near close enough to White to be able to get that 2nd place just yet. Kryptonite with 3 seconds, that's not really going to make much of a difference. And I was about to say Trap Formula could get Greeny, however, again with a penalty, it's not going to matter. Oh, but Hadler slow, coming in through what should be a quick right-hander, left-hander, sorry. As he goes wide, here comes Ash Best up the inside, through it now into the depths of Sector 2. Ash Best gaining away. Hadler, and he's driving like his wing damage. I don't think he has. Oh no, he does. He does on the left-hand side. That's going to slow him down. Hadler, oh, Young Power wins the race, but Hadler here is going to have to do something. He needs to keep within 3 seconds, and he cannot get a penalty. And it's pretty easy to be done. I think he's probably lost the last place he could physically get a penalty from. Just takes this corner normally, and yep, he's done it. That is him in 10th. Ash Best tried his best, but his best was not enough, and Ash Best down to 11th, and I've said Ash and Best way too many times. Steck with a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. A mad thing. As Dino and Delta, oh, and Jono Finn were the last 3 to come and set their times. But it looks like Young Power will take the win for this 2nd race today. Followed by V White, who seems to be really good in these reverse races. I think it's just the fact that he qualifies awfully, or doesn't qualify at all, has a really shit first race that is amazing in the sprint races. That is his problem. He's good in the sprint. He can run and run and run in a sprint, but can't do a whole feature race. Well, there we have Young Power celebrating his 2nd win of the season so far in PSGL Classics, followed by White, 2 Italians on the podium, followed by Finlay in 3rd, Benny in 4th, Stife in 5th, Kryptonite 6th, followed by Game Freaker, then Greeny in 8th, Trap Formula 9th, Hadler clenching that 10th position. He just managed to do it. Ash Best 11th, Warren 12th, Cedric 13th, Steck 14th, Delta 15th, Jono 16th, and Dino 17th, followed by Free Gloves and Tech Racing. And that was an exciting 2nd race, I have to say. Safety car? Nah, we don't need that shites. But congrats to the top 4 for not getting any penalties at all. Anyway, I have been your host for today's PSGL race. I want to give a congrats to everyone for racing. Especially the winners and everyone who's, really pushed themselves. I think Greeny was definitely driver of the day for me. But I want to thank you all ever so much for watching, and we'll see you next week for round number 3. Peace.